Right, now, do I look like I'm going to be back in the room? Because I am back in the room, and we are back. Or we're going to have the same problem as before with about 5 minutes ago where my mouth wasn't linking up with how fast I was
Yeah,
talking.
that was exactly what happened, to be fair. Like,
Yeah.
but you're talking and your lips are moving at the same time as what you're saying.
Wind. So we're good. Right, let's go. Right, we're back. We're back. Let's get what a fucking intro that's going to be. We are back after all this time. Obviously, we haven't been here. I've had a lot to do with the men's mental health app, so that's been mental. Me and Andrew have had a lot of stuff to do media-wise because Would You Rather's have done really, really well. So we've been on with that. So that's been something. But we've been discussing the podcast and we've been saying like we want to go in a different direction, don't we? Because we've kind of like same things have been. We want to go a bit more jovial, a bit more lighthearted. And I think it's probably for the best, I think, because we talk about mental health all the time and we're not coming away from it, but it's we don't want to bog people down with it as well. Yeah, there are some hardcore subjects each week, but I think how we want to go is a bit more of a laugh. We might talk about a hardcore subject, or if somebody wants us to cover something, then we will, like quite happily.
Right. Yeah.
But I think we just need to have a bit more of a piss take and a bit more of
Yeah.
a open banter chat.
I think, to be fair, I think we need it as well. Like, because I don't, and it's not to stand on a pedestal of like proclaiming to be like these like mental health like warriors and things like that as well. But it can be quite exhausting. I mean, as passionate as we both are when we're talking about it, it can be very exhausting to talk about it, like for a particular subject or something like that. So that is why we decided to pour a beer and have a chat.
Exactly.
What better way to do that, like, than just a couple of guys having a chat? Well, just having a chat about whatever we want to be fair, and seeing where it goes. Do you know what I mean? It's just that I think that's as a format, I'm game for that. Like, so let's let's cheers.
I'll drink to that. It's a Friday and it's needed. My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a week. What a week it is. Definitely. I've got a really good story that I want to like with this week, right? I've got one that has one that's about OnlyFans and about a guy that had to live on squid, right? Which is mental. Okay.
So a guy had to live on or off, or just off squid.
Like he had to live off squid that jumped on his boat, but this will come, right?
Right, okay.
Right. So, 39-year-old, right, set off from California in June to sail solo across the Pacific, right? A few weeks in, his mast broke, phone died, ran out of fuel, his words, a sitting duck. He patched the boat with PVC pipes and catamaran paddles, drank condensation collected in a plastic bag, right? And ate fish and squid that literally jumped aboard. Till, right, he drifted into a shipping lane and got rescued by a container ship. I mean, fuck.
How long was he stranded for?
It doesn't say. I didn't find that bit, but I've just took like the bare necessities out and just go,
God.
Fuck me.
But the thing is, I mean, that's Bear Grylls doesn't teach you that, by the way, but condensation from a plastic bag, that's genius.
It is.
In all honesty, but
I mean, how long could you last? Like, if that was you in that situation,
I'd be jumping in the sea. I'm not built for that shit. I mean, I don't know if the tendency in me, like the natural instinct and survival instinct, would be like, right, what am I going to do? Oh, I know, I'll get water by closing my plastic bag, and I'll get the condensation from it. Like, I'd be more than likely to try and piss in my hand and drink that than for liquid. Like, do you know what I mean? Or going, look at all of the water that surrounds me. I don't care if it's salty and a little bit tastes funny. I'm just going to drink that. I mean, I'm a huge calamari guy as well. So, not that there's any sort of frying pan seasoning or anything like that I could sort of tart the squid up and then cook that. But I mean, yeah, I'm also a big sushi fan. So any raw fish I'm game for.
I mean, to be fair, he must have had something on there to cook his fish. Sure as shit. Got to have sure.
Well, yeah, hopefully. But because, I mean, but then you're not really, well, are you going to care if you're going to get fucking food poisoning, to be honest? And like, well, this is the ring, and if it comes out, then so be it.
I mean, what? It blows my mind. It just does. I mean, PVC pipes and kayak paddles to keep the mast up to try and repair it to get you where you need to be.
It's mad. You know, it's mad that because I've never really been apart. my dad was in the Navy, right? So he's
Yeah.
obviously, he was a seaman, right? And he like understood the ways of the sea, like master commander, right? But
I'm pleased you went with Master Commander mind and not something else.
however, like I've never, and I like boats and stuff. I'm not like one of these people that kind of get seasick and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
like them, but what I mean is, it was like, because I know it's a super passionate thing for some people, like sailing and like getting all that shit going and like getting a little sort of that boat of that size. It sounds like that this guy had a very unfortunate sort of turn of events with, but that whole like understanding of it, because sure, it's the exact same, surely, as like really enjoying the car that you drive, like, and getting new parts to your car, or like having the upkeep of your car. But people just like to do it with boats. But no, I couldn't. I couldn't. I mean, I'd have to understand it if I even thought about going to sea in a boat like that. But I've never ever been that way inclined.
I mean, it wouldn't be on my bucket list, but like, I mean, I've always wanted to have a helicopter license. One day I will. One day.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I remember you said that actually. You were talking about that, the helicopter license. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I
Just so
would.
you can have your own helicopter landing pad in your like house in your garden.
I mean, I need a pretty big fucking garden. I think. Just
Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street, just like cruising down, like just come back from seeing Newcastle United play. You're like, it's fine. I'm getting to the chopper. Like,
I don't want to hear Arsenal Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper. Get
get to
your
the
boot to your
chopper.
motorcycle. Get to the chopper. I mean, that's my best impression I can give you. But I mean, yeah, for me, going on that boat, I'd be like the mechanic head in me. I'd have everything I could ever imagine that I would need to go on that trip. If somebody said to me, right, we're going to go drive around the world, what do you want to take? I'd be like, joking, aren't you? What don't I want to take? I'll have like,
Somebody else to drive the boat, please. Just get me out of it.
yeah, if you're going to drive the boat, somebody drive it. I wouldn't do it. But if somebody said to me,
Yeah,
take a 4x4, what else do you want to take to go on your trip? I'd be like, tires, tanks, everything, like you name it. I would have like 3 of everything to go. Yeah, massive tool selection, oil, coolant, you name it.
yeah.
Like,
But it also kind of like, it always makes me think. Well, that in particular just makes me think about in the American office, actually, when Andy gets like stranded on, well, his not well, stranded, I suppose, but he's on his boat, and like he just has a couple of unfortunate series of events where he drops his camera in the water and stuff. But I think of that, but I don't know. Like, it's probably like, when the guy's alive, right? He's actually been found.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. He got rescued by some like big ship, like big container ship rescued him. So like he was sound. Like obviously whether they towed his boat or they just fucking blew it up, just fucking boom. Like
good?
I'm a fucking celebrity. Get me out of here. Like get me the fuck off
Absolutely.
this boat. I'd be like that. Get me the fuck out of here. I mean PVC pipes. I want to know what he used with these PVC pipes. How did he else keep it up? Like they have rope. Like what's he fucking used to keep it up? Like I need to know more about that story. It just fucking blows my mind, right?
Yeah, I mean, do you know? I would be surprised if there. I mean, it's got that kind of shock factor to it, that it's got like a Netflix documentary written all over it, or a Netflix film, or like a blockbuster
100%.
film.
That'll be on National Geographic before long. Him in his
Yeah,
boat and how did he do it, and like fucking serious like music, and it'll just get strung out. What could be told in about 10 minutes will get told out in about 3 hours in a documentary for like
yeah,
fucking shits and giggles.
yeah.
But
Wow.
this next one, right now, sort of called it only Mans, right? Researchers, right, at the Rocky Mountains Biological Laboratory are facing loss of federal funding for their Marinot, I can't even hardly say that, Marinot research, right? I didn't even know what the fucking Marinot was until I fucking read into this.
Okay.
Launched an OnlyFans page called Only Mans to keep the money coming in. These fucking researchers have done this, right? They created a fucking OnlyFans page just for this, right?
Wow.
What a marot is, right, is basically a big, chunky, wild squirrel the size of a fucking house cat. That's basically what it does, right? It stands on its back legs, apparently. It looks all fucking cute. So these
Right.
crazy bastards have been out there photographing this fucking wild squirrel cat thing, right? And people are paying them so they could do the research on whatever the fuck they want. But they've got an OnlyFans fucking page for it.
What is it? Is it because of the pun that's in that they've done that? Because otherwise, why not start like a crowdfunding page, like just to
Well,
sort of
you would think
save our
that.
barns? Like, I don't know.
that tells me more about these people that are in this biological laboratory. I don't think they've got much going on outside the four walls. So I think they're
Absolutely
on.
not.
I think they're on OnlyFans quite a lot. I think
They
their
must
subscription
be.
accounts would be quite high. I think they've got
Wow.
accounts.
Yeah. God. I mean, it's like, yeah, you'd think, I don't know, is it a smart thing? Is it? Maybe
But
it is.
I've got a question for you, right? What would your emergency OnlyFans be? Would you use animal accounts or would you do something exotic?
Exotic. Like pictures, like maybe my feet.
Yeah.
I want to play my big toe. That is my OnlyFans.
Right,
My
because
big
you've got a
toe.
bald head, right? How much fun could you have had with this, right? Put like a line on your head so they think it was either a tit or like an arse. Do you know what I mean? Could you imagine?
Wow. I mean, the fact you've thought about that, like, is obviously. I mean, I can send you a couple of pictures if you want. That's okay. I'll give you that for free. No, but the wild thing is, right? How popular that stuff is, and it exists. Like feet stuff. Like I'm not like continuing to go on with this because I've got like a fatuation or like I'm like passionate about feet. Right?
Well, it's what you tell
I
me, mate.
actually,
You,
to
what,
be
what else are
fair,
you going to tell yourself?
I actually think I've got a nice pair of feet. To be honest, I think they. I actually think they look quite nice. I think it'd do quite well. Like
I think we need to put you on OnlyFans, I think, just for your feet and
with
see
the
what
feet.
reaction we get.
Well, there you go. Another sort of source of income. Like that would be pocket money, if you will. Like
How much have we got to declare that to the tax man? Yeah, my OnlyFans account. How would you set that
my
up? How would you set yourself up as an
my big
thingy?
toe. I don't know.
Me and my tour, limited.
Yeah, not my left foot, but my big toe. Yeah, anyway, no, I don't know. Like, yeah, it, obviously from the story in itself, it says a lot about the people that work there in that sense. Do I think they've absolutely massively played on the fact that is it a marionette? Is that right? That's the name of
Yeah,
the stuff. So
yeah.
obviously
So yeah, well,
Barnes like
Maramot, Marmot. Yeah, Maramot.
Barnes. Yeah, so they've absolutely rinsed the fact that it's a good pun as well, which is fine.
Well, when I seen Only Mars, right, I was thinking like Only Marbs, like obviously Marbella, like you know, like Marbella, like that kind of thing. So like that for me, I was like, oh, what's going on here? Honestly, it's crazy when you start searching the internet for shit. Like what comes
And
up?
you
It's
get yeah, I mean
it's
you can get lost in a
wild.
world that's completely you're like in the depths of something. Like you maybe if you think about it, you've like entered a room in a house, but then before you know it, you're in the cupboard, but then you're underneath the stairs, and then you're down below, like under the floorboards. You're like, how did I get here? Like I wanted to just find a video of like a cat being scared, and then suddenly you're like,
Down a massive algorithm
I
rabbit.
know you're like, that's what I find about it's dangerous.
But it got me, and it's kind of like, you know, science funding getting so bad that they need like a rodent thirst trap for a strategy, which absolutely gets me massively. Like, who the fuck was sat around that table and just went, I tell you what, why don't we use this and we'll get some funding for that and we'll get a really clever pun name? And I just think these are top people in the world that are massive scientists that are doing whatever else. And they're just like, it blows my mind. It's honestly, it blew my mind reading that, and I just think, oh my god, I'm surprised one of them just didn't get their toes out and just do it that way and just fund it back. Like,
Too, too right.
I mean,
But then it's still like it's it's still proper lucrative though. OnlyFans, isn't it? It's still like a absolutely wildly
it's
lucrative
still
thing.
good. I mean, I don't hear about it so much as when it first came out, but obviously, if you're looking for that thing, I'd imagine it is. It's not
Yeah.
something that I look at, but
No, and I'm the same as well. Like I'm well aware it exists and it's out there, but like I think just from the
I've heard
it's the
stories.
amount of
I
amount of
mean, we've
desperation of
all
people.
heard stories, but like, what gets me is that, you know, air hostesses that wear tights all day and they sell them. I'm like, hey, that's mental. I mean, if that's your bag, that's your bag. But my God, not
Man,
for me.
like
What
yeah,
about?
it's like it's just I suppose that's what I was thinking of actually when I was talking about like not infatuation of toes. It's like it's a fetish, really. And that's what people
Yeah,
have, like a fetish. And but the same, I'm all for it. Like I'm all for it. If that's your thing, then brilliant. Like
I don't know what I would do on OnlyFans. I have no idea. I wouldn't even know where to, like, I wouldn't even know where to start. I'll just go. Do I put like, do I have just my eyes? But how many times are people going to do that? How can I do? I can only do like a movement of my eyes and my eyebrows and stuff, and I frown anyway all the time because I'm a serial frowner. I should have
Yeah.
Botox in the top of my head so I can't frown anymore. That'll be the day. Botox Stevie, pay for my Botox so I can't frown looking
There
into
you go.
people's eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you do?
No, that's it. I
I
don't
don't.
know.
I don't know. What a
I mean,
clue.
to be fair, like without getting too like deep and heavy into it, like it's pretty
How would
like
you get costumes to dress something up on
it's
you?
like I know, but it's I'm 1,000% like it's like 90% women, 10% men. That's just a fact. Like
Oh,
there's not like
100%.
yeah,
100%.
that's just it. Like to be fair, so but I don't know. It's yeah, it's because it's not you're not exactly doing OnlyFans to like as if you're like you're not using that like you're using something like Tinder because like little George from like down the road is like who's got this like absolute obsession with like I don't know this blonde bombshell on OnlyFans like and he's constantly sending money to her like oh he might though. That's he might have this thing going, but she's mine now. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, no, she's not, mate. She's minted, but
Yeah.
she's not.
She's not yours. Do you know what it was? It was mental the other day. I read something as well, about coaches, right?
Mm.
There's women coaches out there for blokes that don't know how to talk to women, right? That don't know how to dress on a first date. They don't know sort of when they're there what to do. And I was thinking,
Oh, what was that film that Will Smith was
Hitch,
in?
yeah.
Aye, that's it. Yeah,
And I'm like, well, why am I not doing that?
yeah,
As my coaching, why is there not other men reaching out and going, how do I pull this woman at a bar? Like, how do I go talk to her?
yeah,
I'll give you
yeah,
free information. You don't have to go pay a woman. Just be you, dress yourself how you want. And if you don't feel confident, ask somebody and go, would that look good on me? Find what colours suit you. Soon as
yeah,
you've done that, you can go to shops and they will help you dress you, like make you look
yeah.
your style, right? And dress you and make you look well. You can go to any shop. I don't care who it is, they will help you out.
That's if you. I
The
guess
women,
that's
the women,
if you want to do that. But if you
yeah,
want to be unique and original, then just wear the fuck
fuck
you
who you
want. Like,
want. Yeah,
yeah,
do what the fuck you want. But my advice is go be fucking you. Go
yeah,
speak to somebody. There's always somebody for somebody out there. Just be
definitely,
your fucking self.
definitely.
You can just say, hi, my name's Stephen. I think you're really cute looking. Like, can I buy you a
Yeah.
drink? Mate, isn't that the easiest thing in the world? And if somebody goes, no, we go, all right, no problem. Thanks very much for your time. See you later. Fucking rejection's rejection. It don't matter
What
that
about your pal?
yeah. But I'll guarantee the other 95% of people in that room won't dare fucking walk up to them and say that.
I know. No, I know. It's always been like yeah, it's always been like that. To be fair, it's just you have to. It's for some people. Some people can actually have the confidence in it to do it, and they can casually go in somewhere
I mean,
and
somebody would say that to me, like, you're fucking super confident, X, Y, and Z, and all the rest of it. Well, yeah, but that's because I teach coaching. I teach a lot of different things. So for
yes,
me, if I wasn't confident, then I couldn't be coaching people and all the rest of it. But all it is just as long as you're happy in yourself, the confidence comes. Talk to yourself.
yeah,
You can get confidence. Rejection is just a piece of growth that you just go,
yeah,
oh, yeah, it didn't work. That wasn't for that person. What's the next thing?
yes.
There you go.
I get it. I get it. So with in line of obviously us doing something a bit different,
Yeah.
and us obviously thinking about some things to talk about week to week. One of the things I believe we briefly did speak about that we might have a think about before we are going to be speaking, which is right now, was I think sort of supporting somebody that wasn't necessarily our team, as it were, our football team. Now, we don't have to be Albert Einstein to understand who your football team is, given
Yeah.
the fact of your canny accent there.
Yeah.
So we're well aware you are a big Newcastle United fan.
Certainly am. With a lot of fucking
Exactly.
issues at the minute, and I don't want to talk about them.
Exactly, and from my regard, there's probably two elements there from a Scottish and an English perspective.
Yeah.
One being Celtic from where I'm here, and one being Sheffield United from the English contingent. Now, that aside, we kind of both thought it would be quite a fun thing to do
Mm-hmm.
to pour our heart and soul into a different team because to be fair, a lot of the like lower leagues they all start tomorrow as if research is sort of proven me right. So basically, the football season is essentially starting. It's the eve of the football season. And what better way to do that is then by investing our support and love and dedication and drive into a different team that's maybe
Mm-hmm.
not cut from the same cloth as these Premier Leagues and these Championship ones. Something that's like you're going all the way down like to the lower leagues. So I've got my choice.
Yeah.
I believe you might have yours, but please, you tell me yours and I'll tell you mine.
I'm still going to go with what I chose yesterday, which is Southend United.
Southend United.
Yeah.
Okay. Remind me what division they're in.
Lower leagues at the minute. I can't even
Oh.
remember. I haven't even, do you know
Okay.
what? It's so bad. I haven't even looked, but I'm just going to go with it. And I'm going to find out everything for next week.
Okay. Okay.
And that is what I'm going to find.
Right.
I want to say Conference League, but I could be totally
Southend.
fucking
Okay.
wrong.
They might be. Do you know? I don't even know off the top of my head. Southend United. That's it. That's great. What's their foam kit colour? Do you know?
I know nothing. Literally, I've just gone bang. That's what I'm going to have. That's who I'm going after, and I'm going to manifest in the world and just go. They're going to have a great season. That's it.
Good. That's all you can do, really. To be fair.
I just picked the name and went. That's what I'm going with. I know now about them. Let's see where we go and have a laugh.
Yeah. So am I going to just completely shit all over you with the research I've done?
Absolutely, because I've done my research in a different area today. I did all the shits and giggles stuff, and you've got
the investment I've made with my football team. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so the team of choice for me, right, is a team that's called Real Bedford, right? Now, Real Bedford are, I'd shit you not, right? This is all true. They're in the Southern League Premier Central, so they're quite close to the National League, but they did have a little bit of falling at the final hurdle because they did lose a controversial playoff, actually, against Spalding United.
Right.
Just obviously before the season ended there, to then go into the Southern League Premier. However, they are staying, sorry, not in the Southern League Premier, but they're staying in the Southern League Premier for this season. Now, Peter McCormack is the owner of Real Bedford.
Right.
Peter McCormack is a Bitcoin podcaster, okay? And Real Bedford are backed by, you'll never believe this, does the name Winklevoss ring any bells to you?
Winklevoss?
Winklevoss, they're twins.
Right.
Yeah.
Clue.
They took over. So they took over what was the old Bedford FC in April 2022. But obviously they've backed, and by backing that always means they've got the money.
Yeah.
But I think I'm trying to remember their first names. Is it Harry Winklevoss? Anyway, the Winklevoss twins, if I'm not mistaken, I believe were involved in the starting elements of Facebook from that perspective. Because I do believe that. I might be fucking off on one there. I do believe that is who they are.
That wasn't in the fucking Facebook film, was it?
No, they were, because they're twins, and were they not the guys that were the rowers as well? Like, and then they kind of had this thing of like they founded it first or whatever, and it was Facebook.
I'm going to have to fucking watch that again because now you've got us on a thing. Winklevoss.
I think it was.
They must be German.
Yeah, I'm sure. So anyway, Winklevoss. Do you know what? I'm going to just quickly Google that because it's
I would Google it as well because fucking. I mean, I love where you've gone here. You've gone down a massive rabbit hole in no time and
it's
gone.
Unbelievable.
My God.
Here we go. Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss, American entrepreneurs, investors best known for their legal dispute with Mark Zuckerberg over the founding of Facebook. Their career as Olympic rowers, everything I've just said there, I just need to back
you are such a fountain of knowledge. I don't know how you get it all in.
Their later success as cryptocurrency billionaires.
Get up there.
Given obviously...
Are they worth more than Zuckerberg?
They must be now. They might be. They might obviously be on a level par with them eventually now, but however, Real Bedford, they are called the Pirates.
Right.
You want to check, by the way, because obviously I'm assuming that you're going to Google Real Bedford. And also, I'm saying Real Bedford because of like Real Madrid.
Yeah,
it is part Real. It might just be Real Bedford. Which would be a bit shit. I've just called them Real Bedford, right? So anyway.
For everything until we get told differently, Real Bedford.
Definitely.
I will call that, right? Because we're going to get some Bedford fans, or we're going to get some Southend fans going, we hope you support us properly, you set of wankers. We're going to get some fucking...
What is that bald Scottish twat talking about Real Bedford for?
And me talking about fucking Southend United going, what affiliation have you got with the club, you set of wankers? Sorry.
Really
might have to get an away day in for both games at some point and just go down.
Absolutely. They are
to be fair, all of our games are going to be fucking away days for the video because where we are.
every single one of them. I know that a season ticket costs £225 for Real
Bargain.
Bedford.
Absolute fucking bargain.
By the way, the website is smart as. It's the real deal. Like, it's really, I mean, I'm not surprised. They're like backed and invested by, well, quite wealthy men and things like that. But their main sponsor is a little known AI agent called Gemini.
Really?
The stadium that they play at is called the Ledger Stadium, which I thought was fucking brilliant because it's just for how much of a pun that is for the cryptocurrency. But no,
they'll be bigger than Wrexham. See, and this is the thing. They've got more money than Wrexham for a start.
They must do.
Of course he will. Don't get me wrong. What you call him? Not McElhenney, the other one.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Well, obviously he's a billionaire on paper, isn't he? I'm sure.
Because he's got.
Aviation,
I mean, a stupid amount of
because of his gin thing. But he bought them and brought them up. I can't remember what league they've gone to now because they've transformed up, haven't they?
Wrexham.
Yeah.
Wrexham are championship. So Wrexham just missed out on playoffs last season. But they went from, I think, because I think you've got, I mean, when it gets down to the national leagues and all that, it gets a bit confusing. But I think in terms of the English tiered system, I think you've got, is it National League, like North and South, I think. And I think you've got, but one of them is below the other one, I think. I don't know. So they've obviously gone from like North to South to League 2, League 1, Championship. And now that was their first season in the Championship, to be fair to them. So they actually had a fair crack at it, but they didn't even like go to the playoffs. But anyway,
it'd be interesting to see what comes of it, because that'll be it's nice to see the underdogs come. I'd love to see them in the Premier League. I mean, it will at some point.
I think a lot of people might say what they want about a club like Wrexham, especially, and that's only because of like the microscope that they've had, like with the backing and things like that. Because if you're backed by
behind it as well, like that, there's fucking huge anyway.
Yeah, because if you've got those types of backers in you, like, because I think people like the Winklevoss twins, like from Real Bedford, and like owners like Peter McCormack, who are obviously, they know their worth in terms of like and how they've got their money. But if you've got investors like Ryan Reynolds and things, which that's just by the by. But the fact of like how much of a celebrity he is, like there's obviously going to be one route into sort of trying to really market the fact that they've bought this football club that's like based in Wales and they want to try and get them up to them.
I'd love to see their figures now. Like, I'm going to go see Real Bedford. That's my homework tonight. I'm going to be on that, as well as like Southend, but I'm going to have a good look at them because
their logo as well. So it was, do you know, it was their logo as well. It's a proper like skull and crossbones. It's like,
is it?
Their nicknames are pirates.
Oh, they need sponsoring by somebody in the room. Do you know, like, where's Havana Club when you need them? Do you know what I mean? A bit of sponsorship that way. I mean, they've got Gemini Stadium, but they need a bit of sponsorship in the rum department. I mean, if anybody's ever listening, I'd like to be sponsored by any rum merchants. Absolutely. I do love rum, thanks. And I do like alcohol. Well, I do. I like a beer. So
is that how it works to try and gain sponsorship?
It's like that. I don't know. Hopefully, it would be nice. I mean, I'll take it any way, shape, or form if I can. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So when are we playing? When's Real playing? And they just got a new football stadium. Fucking hell.
Have they?
Well, that must be what the Ledger Stadium is. But I was just looking at that. So the Southern League Premier League, right? So they are only 22,000 followers on Twitter as well.
Oh, have they? Oh, okay. That's
the only. Do you know what I mean?
Like, only I think I've got 23,000 on Instagram, but I mean that's not bragging, but
see what I mean, you get more than the Pirates, really. So the Pirates themselves, season openers against Leamington.
Oh, Leamington Spa.
Leamington Football Club, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So that is going to be, and that is tomorrow, yeah. So the mighty Leamington face the Pirates tomorrow.
Get in.
We'll see what happens.
Do I have a quick Google now? Let's have a little thing. Oh, do you want to have a quick Google of Southend United? Go on, give us some fun facts for 5 minutes. Seems you've got the laptop right in front of you.
Southend. So they're National League. So basically, Southend United could quite easily do what Wrexham have done.
Yeah.
They could just go, right, that's it. Canter National Leagues, Bright League 2, League 1. But Southend, if I'm not mistaken, were more established than, and I mean that with all due respect, in the National League, because
Yeah.
Even when I look at the National League, though, I'm like, I look at some team, like even Carlisle. Carlisle used to be Championship League 1, League 2 as well, and Hartlepool, because they've got a fall from grace, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Scunthorpe, I know they used to be up there, but and then Woking, but you've
Yeah.
got Usual Town. They're always the teams that are like the. I always feel that way, especially with a team like Yeovil Town. It's
Yeah.
like that's always like tip of the tongue, like sort of team that somebody says this is a really shit football team. Like,
You know,
do you know what I mean?
it's like watching the BBC when you get the fucking scores through. And if anybody doesn't know what the BBC is, if you're watching this anywhere else in the world, obviously British broadcasting, but they have like at 5 o'clock is it 5 o'clock or before 5 o'clock on a Saturday? Yeah, but no, it will be like they have like a match report comes through, and it's
That's
like
it.
the guy at the end, he announces like all the football scores, like National League One
Ah,
and Good
that's the League
Two,
One.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeovil Town 1,
yeah.
Real Bedford 6.
Yeah, get monotoned. You could fall asleep to him because he's just
You
superb.
could.
Yeah, you
And
could.
something had a voice that was just completely like you knew exactly where you were, like when, well, it was every fucking Saturday, to be fair, so
Yeah, and
obviously, but
impartial. It's one of them
you just
voices where he's not going and as if it's
and
his favourite. He's just like, so Southend United 1, Ipswich Town 2. And he goes to the next, like no enthusiasm, no nout, and it's just
you're always like going, but that was another team in the National League, Forest Green Rovers,
yeah.
managed by Robbie Savage.
I wonder where he was.
Yeah, he and they're playing Halifax tomorrow. So I think, but they had a good account for themselves last year, from what I checked and
Savage is
remembered.
mental though, isn't he? He's an absolute like he's mental. I've got some quick fire stuff that you won't
Yeah,
believe this week, right? Because I've
okay,
gone
go for it.
I've gone for the funny stuff. So there's a 97-year-old wing walker breaks her own world record at the age of 97. That's mental. Still doing it, wing walking at 97. That's mental.
So you're talking? Is she just held there, like Rose in the Titanic, like that at the end, or is she just like she walking in that wing? Is she just swaggering on that wing?
I don't know, but it just says that. But I was like, wow, I got a little bit of information. I've just got some little ones here. So there's another one, right? A dog rushed to the emergency clinic this week for eating 2.5 kilos of like sweets.
Legend,
Greedy bastard.
legend.
A library book apparently has been returned 150 years late after it was bricked into a fireplace.
Fucking hell, that was overdue, wasn't it? Jesus, man.
A French student has been fined in Singapore this week for licking a vending machine straw for social media.
Oh, come on. I've looking at vending machine.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
Right. Danish city of Aalborg goes full Christmas in August heat. Don't know what that means, but Google it, right? Right. Florida steakhouse launches clothing optional nude dining experience, right?
My God, man.
Steakhouse in Florida. So I'd love to know more about that, right? Just for the pure factors. What if you get a sizzler and you're sat there in your birthday suit, right? Where's all that going at? Where's all them?
No. What you said there to me was, what if you get a sizzler and you're sat there in the birthday suit? I mean,
I mean, it's going to
That's what
burn
they
some
call it.
nipples.
To be fair, but like, well, what better way and what better option to choose for the sort of the lonely man that we were speaking about before that didn't have a clue about what to wear on said sort of date or like approaching a bar? Go to Florida and get your kit off and don't get a sizzler. There you are. That is just maybe. I mean, you're literally getting your meat and two guests there, aren't you? So
It's mental. It's mental. When I read that this week, that made me fucking laugh out loud. Honestly,
crazy.
that is mental. Like, imagine if you've got hair. What if you catch fire from something that's
Imagine you got every day. I wish I had hair. To be fair, every day. I pray.
But what if, right? What if the waiter like slips and the hot like whatever just hits you? I mean, you've got a bit of clothing that helps, but my God, I've gone too far into this week.
They've got they're signing disclaimers before.
I mean, if you've got, what about a hot fajita platter sizzler coming at you? We all know what they're like. Do you know what I mean? I mean, yeah.
Thing that's getting wrapped in there, though. To be fair, you know what I mean. That's that.
Yeah.
You'll be wrapping that tortilla.
But like, how does that Danish city go full Christmas in August? What's going on? It's fucking August. It's the summer holidays. What you fucking doing? You fucking
And this heat as well.
Yeah, in this heat.
I don't know. We've not talked about that yet. As mundane as cliche as weather is, but fucking hell, I was very glad of a gust of wind today. To be fair,
Well,
I felt
I mean, yeah, I mean, I've had wind all week. I mean, generally in the northeast we get wind all the time. Yeah, a snake catcher pulls out a large python from a car's glove box this week.
right.
Who the fuck in the car? Why? Why is there a python?
I'm gonna stop you. I'll tell you exactly where that was, and I guarantee that was probably in Australia.
Fucking mental.
Was it? Because that shit happens all the time there, and they brush it off.
I swear
Like,
to God, the last time I was in Australia, right, we'd been on the beach and we driving back through the bush and to get back to the main road. And obviously you have
Yeah.
to decrease your tyres to drive through the sand and shit, right?
yeah,
We went to this fuck off tree, and I mean massive. You imagine this tree's been there for 200 years, right? And there's part of it that's been like burrowed out at the bottom, right? It's whatever's gone on. There's a fucking wasp's nest and there's a fucking python sat underneath the cunt. I'm not making this shit up.
no way.
And they were like, "Oh, here, come out, get out of the truck, come have a look at this." I was like, "What?" And I was like, "You're fucking mental." I was like, "Nah." I was like, "I'm going back in the truck. I'm not going anywhere near that." Fucking python sat there like, "Oh, it's
No
harmless." I
chance.
said, "Are you fucking nuts?" I said, "Not a chance of my going anywhere near that."
Nah.
What's the worst place you've found something unexpected?
What's the worst place I've
Yeah.
let me think. The worst place I have found something unexpected. I mean, I've on more than one occasion I have actually found a spider in my trainer or my shoe. Like even here, not in this climate, which was quite unexpected. But I thought I don't have to. I'm not. Surely I don't have to like check my shoe before I put my fucking foot in it in Scotland. Like, however, because it's happened once or twice, I'm like, right, one, just gonna do that. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Eh.
I've got a good one for you.
Yeah.
So obviously, all my years in the automotive industry, I found a sex toy in the customer center console. Also, with a pair of footprints on the inside of the windscreen.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we
You
can
can
all
imagine the rest.
understand
So yeah,
what's happened then. That's wow. Okay.
brazen as day. Obviously, you can imagine a set of lads in the workshop when you say, "Hey, lads, look what I've just found." Highly funny. And when the person came back in going, "Yeah, we found something in the center console today," and they're like, "Did you?" Like, "Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, while we were looking for your lock and wheel nut key. Next time, would you just mind telling us where your lock and wheel nut key is?" She was like, "Yeah, absolutely." Brilliant. Honestly, you've never seen so many lads just go, "Wow," and
Yeah.
just go, look at, and like she just didn't even dare look in the workshop after. Funny as anything. Funny as
No,
anything.
dude. That's wild. That is wild, to be fair. That's such a brass neck as well.
Yeah,
Such a brass neck. My God.
I think it's class. Honestly. Well, then give us your winner for the week. Out of all that, what blows your mind? Give us a winner of the week for the craziest stuff out there.
Well, okay. So the craziest shit out there, the craziest shit out there for me probably is something that actually is something that happens annually, which wasn't really aware of.
Right.
But there's something that happens annually in Japan, and which is called Hadaka Matsuri.
Hadaka Matsuri. Okay.
And going along the lines and the sort of similar theme of the restaurant in Florida there,
Okay.
where we're just turning up in the buff.
Mm-hmm.
Hadaka Matsuri is a naked festival in Japan.
Right.
And
When's this?
over 9,000 men take part across
Wow.
Japan, hoping for a year of good luck
Wow.
with nothing on. So yeah, that's
What happens
they
in
take
Nakamasuri?
part. To be fair, there's that one, but there was also something else I was looking at, which there's a yeah, there's a tribe in Ethiopia, but I think it's only in Ethiopia. The tribe where the men of the tribe that aren't attached to anyone or associated with anything,
Yeah.
at a certain point in the year, just get fat as fuck. Right? I'm not joking when I say they get fat as fuck.
Right.
Like, and eat everything, like in anything, and just like will just be there like a big fat person. Right?
Like Jabba the Hutt.
So much so that it gets to the point of the end of this 6-month cycle that they're then judged about who's the fattest. And then they get but they're so committed to that cause because and forgive me, because I'm remembering this, but there's a it's the faith that they believe in or the God or whatever.
No,
But they believe that if they are chosen, then it's like that's them for life. So they take it proper serious. And like, because I do remember seeing a picture of this guy. He's like, I'm talking. It was like it looked like it was AI. But you're like, I don't know what he's eating. He's obviously had some whole squids and some whole pythons up there. But like, it was impressive, but incredible.
else.
Like, but just like that's like they're just getting as fat as they can.
Was he bigger than Fat Bastard out of out of
This
Austin
is like,
Powers?
but the thing is, but the problem with this, like, with I'm assuming with like their diet and the type of stuff that they're going to be eating with their natural habitat and things, because they're probably not going to be like having allowance to go and like drink things like alcohol and things like that. It's probably literally just the food. That is why they kind of went like that. It was
Wow.
like their belly was just.
Wow.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
I'm gonna
Like,
have to have a look at that. Like, I'm
it's
gonna have
just
to have a look.
crazy. Absolutely crazy. That is it.
I think my pound of the week, I think for people, I think it's going to go to the Florida Steakhouse. I think that's just mental. I think that's mental. I think my second thing is the French student in Singapore licking a vending machine with a straw for social media. I mean, why the fuck would you do that? Who the fuck just thinks I'm just going to lick a straw like for social media? Like what the? I don't. There's some crazy fucking shit
So
out there.
yeah, that's just some people. Some people want to do that. Well, for social media, so it's like it's contemporary and like
Fuck.
I don't know. They're probably studying something and then that. Well, I don't know.
I don't think you do that for fucking Jesus wept. Absolutely not. I don't think I need that somehow. Fucking lunatics. Fucking lunatics. Right.
Absolutely.
Well, I think we'll end it there this week. I'm going to go find out more about Southend United for next week for you.
Yeah.
You,
Please, yeah.
yeah, you've told me all about Real Bedford, so I can tell you a bit more. Find out what.
And I'm slowly going to obviously, find out more and more about Real Bedford, but also if I should be calling them Real Bedford and not Real Bedford.
I think
It
Real.
can't be Real Bedford because that'd be stupid.
I think it's Real.
Yeah, because I think just quickly, because there was Bedford FC. I think this all happened in like 2022. So it's
Yeah.
like, and they tried to get Bedford Town also because the Winklevosses were also involved. Tried to get Bedford Town involved in 2025, but it was just Bedford FC have essentially become Real Bedford. So yeah,
Interesting.
and their top's quite smart as well.
I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna have a look and see what the strips are like. Yeah. Hey, cheers, guys.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you next time. And as usual, stay out yourselves. That's the best way to put it.